Have you ever felt that itch that appears out of nowhere in a specific place on your body and seems impossible to ignore? It could be on your back, your arm, or even the tip of your nose. The curious thing is that, as simple as it may seem, it is often accompanied by an intriguing sensation, as if something deeper is happening. What if I told you that this itch can be much more than just a physical reaction? The human body has its own unique ways of communicating, and the messages it sends go far beyond what meets the eye. That unexpected itch could be a mysterious sign, a warning, or even a connection to something bigger. In this video, we'll explore the secret meaning behind these sensations and discover what they might be trying to tell you about your life, your emotions, and even your spiritual path. Stay with me because what you'll learn here could change your perception forever. The itch that comes out of nowhere. An invisible sign? Have you ever noticed how certain things happen at exactly the right moment, as if they were planned by something greater? An unexpected itch could be one of those things. Think about it. Why does it appear out of nowhere just when you are distracted or focused on something important? It seems harmless, but wouldn't it be curious if, in fact, this sensation was your body's attempt to capture your attention for something you haven't noticed yet? Imagine for a moment that every itch you feel is a coded message. When it appears, it's usually impossible to ignore it. You try to scratch it, to relieve the discomfort, but deep down you feel like it wasn't just your skin. Have you ever thought that it might be a call to pay attention to something deeper? As if it were a gentle nudge to disconnect you from autopilot and bring your awareness back to the here and now. Many people throughout history have believed that certain physical sensations, such as itching, are more than just biological reactions. They are small touches from something invisible, something that tries to communicate in subtle ways. You may have heard someone say that when your palm itches, it's a sign of money coming your way. But what about those itches that appear in different places, without explanation? They may be carrying meanings that go far beyond the obvious. Let's think about an example. Have you ever had that sudden itch in the middle of your back that's almost impossible to reach on your own? Isn't it funny that this is a place where you need to ask for help from someone else? This can be a reminder that you don't have to face everything alone. Sometimes the universe has some really creative ways of showing you that it's time to accept support or connect with others. So, the next time that unexpected itch hits, try asking yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is there something I'm ignoring? The itch can be an invitation to look inward, slow down, and reconnect with yourself. Maybe it's saying, hey, pay attention, there's something important you need to feel or notice. Have you ever thought that such a simple itch can carry such profound meaning? What the body knows and the mind ignores. Our body is a true translator of emotions and energies that often go unnoticed by the mind. It feels them before we even understand them. Think about moments of tension or nervousness. Your breathing quickens, your heart races, and sometimes a strange itch appears out of nowhere. Why does the body react like this, without warning? It may be trying to communicate something that your mind has not yet been able to process. Have you ever stopped to notice how these reactions appear at specific moments? Maybe in the middle of a difficult conversation before making an important decision, or even during a moment of pure introspection. While your mind is busy trying to rationalize what is happening, your body simply feels it, and it speaks to you in ways that are not always obvious. An itch can be one of these signs, a small warning that something is out of place, emotionally or energetically. We are often so caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life that we ignore what our body is trying to tell us. But it is wise, and the itch, as simple as it may seem, can be an invitation for you to connect with yourself. Think about what it would be like to see these little sensations as messages rather than mere coincidences. What is your body trying to tell you? Maybe it is a hidden feeling, a repressed concern, or a desire that you have not yet acknowledged. And isn't it funny how the mind, as powerful as it is, can ignore these messages? While it gets lost in worries and to-do lists, the body acts as a silent messenger, trying to get your attention in any way it can. The itch can be that little push for you to stop and feel the moment, feel what's happening around you and, most importantly, inside you. Remember, your body and mind work together. but not always at the same pace. When an itch suddenly strikes, stop for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I ignoring right now? What does my body want me to notice? You may be surprised at the answers that come to you, even if they come silently. Ancient beliefs about itching. Messages from the universe? Since ancient times, different cultures have believed that unexpected physical sensations such as itching could be signs from something greater. They were not just coincidences, but messages loaded with meaning. The body was seen as a channel, and each sensation, no matter how subtle, was interpreted as a message from the universe, destiny, or even spiritual forces surrounding people. Have you ever heard that scratching your palm can mean money is coming or going, or that an itchy ear can be a sign that someone is talking about you? These popular beliefs passed down from generation to generation may seem like simple superstitions, but they carry a powerful message. The sensations of the body often reflect something deeper, something that goes beyond the physical. In ancient traditions, itching was associated with energies that were in flux. It indicated that something was changing, or that there was an imbalance that needed to be adjusted. For example, in some cultures, itching on the right side of the body was believed to represent positive events, while itching on the left side indicated challenges. These interpretations were not only meant to predict the future, but also to alert us to where to focus our attention and energy. These beliefs make us wonder, could the itches we feel today also be signs of something bigger? Perhaps instead of being ignored or treated as just a skin reaction, they can guide us, help us to perceive what is moving in our lives. It could be an opportunity, a warning, or even an answer to something you were searching for. When you feel that unexpected itch, remember the ancient wisdom. Pay attention to the moment, the place in your body where it appeared and what you were thinking or feeling. It may not be just a coincidence. Perhaps, as our ancestors believed, it is a way for the universe to speak to you in a unique and mysterious way. What your body is trying to tell you. Right now, have you ever wondered what your body is trying to tell you when that itch suddenly appears? It seems so simple, but it could be your body's attempt to draw your attention to something you've been ignoring. The amazing thing is that often, while our mind is busy with 1,000 worries, the body finds its own ways of communicating, and itching can be one of them. Think for a moment about where the itch is. Doesn't it seem strange that sometimes it's in an area you don't pay much attention to? This could be an invitation to look at yourself, at parts of your body, or at emotions that you've been ignoring. For example, if the itch is in your hands, it could be a signal to take action, do something, or even release something you've been holding onto for too long. Each place can carry a unique meaning, as if your body is mapping your feelings. More than just a physical sensation, itching can be an expression of something deeper, your emotions. How many times have you repressed a feeling or a concern? Often, the body carries these burdens and finds subtle ways to express them. Itching can be a reminder that there is something there that deserves your attention, something that needs to be felt, resolved, or even healed. There's also something fascinating about how the itch makes us stop. No matter how distracted or focused you are on something else, it demands that you pay attention to that moment, to that part of your body. It's as if your body is saying, "Look at me, I'm here." Maybe in that moment it's asking you to slow down, take a deep breath, and connect with the present. The most important thing to remember is that your body never acts without a reason. It knows you better than anyone else and always works in your favor. The next time you feel an itch, stop for a moment and think, what is my body trying to show me right now? You may discover surprising answers and, most importantly, realize that the connection between you and your body is deeper than you imagined. The meaning of each region. Why there and not elsewhere? Have you ever noticed how itching can appear in specific places, as if it wanted to tell you something directly? Isn't it curious to think that the place where it appears can carry a hidden meaning? Each part of the body has a symbolic connection with our emotions, thoughts, and even the experiences we live. And understanding this can reveal surprising messages. For example, your back, which carries both physical and emotional weight, often represents responsibilities or burdens that you may be accumulating without realizing it. An itch in this area can be a sign that something needs to be relieved or shared with someone. Your hands, which are your tools of action, can indicate that it's time to make a move, whether it's to fulfill a dream or let go of something you've been holding on to for a long time. The feet, in turn, are our support and represent the direction we follow in life. Itchy feet can be a reminder that you may need to change the path you are on or that it is time to take an important step. And what about the face? This is the place where we express emotions, and an itch there can suggest that repressed feelings or worries are asking to be acknowledged and released. But what about those seemingly meaningless places like your arms or legs? They can represent strength, movement, and progress. An itch in these places can indicate that you are ready to take on challenges or that you need to trust more in your ability to move forward, even when circumstances seem difficult. Everything on your body has a message, even if it is subtle. So the next time that nagging itch appears, pay attention. Where exactly is it? What are you feeling or thinking at the moment? Don't ignore the signal. It could be your body trying to guide you, offering a valuable message, or simply asking you to connect more with yourself. These little messages hidden in each region of the body are like clues on a map that leads to your self-knowledge, connection with the unseen, intuitions and sensations. Have you ever felt like your body is picking up on things that your mind can't explain? Itching, as simple as it may seem, can be one of these manifestations. It's as if your body is in tune with something invisible, something that's trying to communicate in a subtle way. Often, it's the sensation that arises before you even understand what's happening around you. Think about times when you felt a sudden itch, and shortly after, something unexpected happened. An important phone call, a piece of news, or even an unexpected reunion. It may seem like a coincidence, but it may be more than that. The body has the ability to pick up on vibrations, energies, and intuitions that the mind, busy with rational thoughts, often ignores. Itching can be one of these forms of communication, as if it were a gentle signal to pay more attention to what is around you. Many people report that these little signs appear during moments of transition or when they are about to make an important decision. It's as if your body is saying, "Stop, breathe, feel." The itch may be asking you to trust your intuition more, to listen to that inner voice that is so often drowned out by the worries of everyday life. Maybe it's a reminder that you have the answer, even when you feel lost. And isn't it interesting how itching often takes us out of our automatic state? It forces us to pause, even if only for a few seconds, and reconnects us to the present moment. It is in this moment that, if you pay attention, you can notice things that were previously hidden, feelings that need to be explored, thoughts that require reflection, or even signs in the environment that you haven't noticed yet. The next time you feel a sudden itch, take it as an invitation. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, what do I need to notice right now? Is there something I'm ignoring? Trust this invisible connection, because it can be a great ally on your journey. After all, the body always knows more than we imagine. Itching and emotions. It's all connected. Have you ever noticed how emotions can manifest themselves in the body in unexpected ways? Joy, anxiety, fear, sadness. All of these sensations leave marks on us, even if they are not visible. And one of the most curious ways in which the body expresses these emotions can be precisely through that unexpected itch that insists on getting your attention. Think about days when you feel overwhelmed or anxious. It's common for your body to respond with small signals: a tightness in your chest, sweaty palms, or even a persistent itch. This is because your body and emotions are deeply interconnected. When you suppress your feelings or try to ignore what's going on inside you, your body finds its own ways to express itself. And often, itching is one of those channels. For example, during times of stress, an itch can be a reminder that you need to slow down. On days when you're experiencing something exciting, that feeling can be a manifestation of the energy that's built up inside you, asking to be released. It's fascinating to think that even when we try to ignore what we're feeling, our bodies don't allow us to do so. They find ways to remind us that emotions need to be experienced, acknowledged, and accepted. And it's not just stress or anxiety that can cause these reactions. Sometimes positive feelings can also manifest as an unexpected itch. A moment of anticipation, like when you're about to accomplish something important, can bring on an itch in your hands or feet, as if your body is preparing for action. It's a reminder that emotions, whether positive or challenging, have the power to move our energy and get us in touch with ourselves. So when the itch appears, don't just see it as something physical. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is there some emotion that I'm not recognizing? This simple reflection can open doors to a deeper understanding of what's going on inside you. After all, the body never acts by chance, and each signal it sends is an invitation to take a closer look at what you really feel. When the skin speaks, blocked or flowing energy, have you ever felt like your body is trying to tell you things that you can't see on your own? Your skin, the largest organ in your body, is like a shield between you and the outside world, but it's also a field where your internal energies manifest themselves. Itching can be a reflection of something deeper, energy that's blocked or in flux, trying to find a way out. Imagine your body as a river. When the waters are flowing freely, everything works in harmony, but if something blocks them, the river starts to overflow or seek new paths. The itch could be exactly that, your body's attempt to unblock areas where the energy is not flowing as it should. It could be a buildup of stress, pent-up emotions, or even a need for change that you haven't yet realized. It's interesting how certain moments in life can intensify these sensations. For example, in situations of conflict, some people report feeling itchy hands as if they were holding something they needed to release. In other cases, itchy feet can appear when we are restless, ready to change, but afraid to take the first step. The skin seems to talk, pointing out areas where the energy is out of balance. But just as itching can indicate a blockage, it can also be a sign that energy is in motion, flowing to create something new. Have you ever felt that sudden itch when approaching something that excites or challenges you? This could be your body reacting to the possibility of growth, as if it's preparing for a new cycle. It reminds you that change is uncomfortable, but necessary to evolve. The next time you feel an itch, take a closer look. Ask yourself, am I holding on to something that I need to let go of? Or am I ready for something new but still hesitant? These questions can help you figure out whether your energy is stuck or starting to move. And remember, your body is always seeking balance, even if it means using something as simple and intriguing as an unexpected itch. Itching as a warning. Pay attention to the present moment. How many times have you realized that you were so caught up in the past or anxious about the future that you forgot to live in the present? The itch, as simple as it may seem, can be a call to action for something that many of us forget in our daily lives: the importance of being present. When an itch strikes, it interrupts your routine, even if only for a moment. Maybe you were distracted, lost in your thoughts, and then there it is, pulling you back to the present moment. And that's exactly where the secret lies. It could be your body trying to tell you, hey, pay attention, something important is happening right here, right now. Have you ever noticed how we are almost always on autopilot? We do things, think about others, and rarely stop to feel the present moment. The itch can be that little nudge, a reminder that life is happening right now, right in front of you. Maybe it's a chance to take a deep breath, observe what's around you, and reconnect with what really matters. Furthermore, the present moment is where everything unfolds. It's where you can notice your emotions, hear your thoughts, and even pick up on signals that were previously invisible. A sudden itch can be a subtle warning that you're drifting away from the present moment, missing something essential. Paying attention to these small interruptions can bring you more clarity and even transform your day. So when that itch keeps popping up, instead of just scratching it, try something different. Stop for a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what's happening here right now? What am I feeling? What do I need to notice? Maybe in that short pause, you'll discover that the present has much more to offer than you imagined. Your intuition is speaking. Are you listening? How many times have you ignored that inner voice that tries to guide you? That inexplicable sensation, that gut feeling that appears out of nowhere. Itching, in a subtle way, can be a physical manifestation of your intuition trying to make itself heard. The body has its own unique ways of communicating, and itching can be like a whisper saying, "Pay attention, something important is happening." Have you ever felt a sudden itch while thinking about something or someone? It could be that your intuition is trying to draw your attention to that thought as if to say, "Here's the answer you've been looking for." Oftentimes, we're so busy listening to the noise of the outside world that we forget to listen to what's coming from within. Then the body intervenes, using sensations like the itch to reinforce the message. Think for a moment. When was the last time you trusted your intuition? Maybe it was that moment when something didn't feel right or when you felt like you needed to take a different path, even for no apparent reason. The itch could be a reflection of that inner wisdom that knows you better than anyone else. It's a physical way of drawing your attention to what your rational mind can't explain, but listening to your intuition takes practice and presence. It doesn't shout. It doesn't force you. Instead, it comes as a gentle nudge, a fleeting sensation that can be lost if you don't pay attention. The itch can be the nudge you need to slow down, feel your surroundings, and trust what your body is trying to tell you. So the next time you feel an unexpected itch, use it as an opportunity to connect. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what does my intuition want me to notice right now? Sometimes the most important answers come in the form of silence, but the simple act of listening goes a long way toward aligning with who you really are. Listening to your body's signals. A path to self-awareness. Our bodies are always talking. They use subtle signals such as itching to alert us, reconnect us, and most importantly, guide us towards self-knowledge. But are we listening? In such a noisy, fast-paced world, it's easy to ignore these messages or treat them as trivial. However, when we stop to really listen to what our bodies are trying to tell us, we discover a universe of possibilities within us. The itch, as simple as it may seem, can be a powerful reminder that there is something inside you that is crying out for attention. It can be a reflection of emotions you have repressed, choices you need to make, or even changes you are ready to embrace but are still hesitant to make. Instead of simply reacting to the feeling, how about using it as an invitation to look within and explore what is behind it? It could be a fear, a desire, or even a dream that is lying dormant, waiting to be awakened. Think about how many times you've ignored what your body is trying to tell you. Maybe it was that nagging itch during a difficult decision, or that unexplainable feeling that came over you while you were pondering something important. Your body is wise and never acts by chance. It's like a mirror, reflecting not only what's happening physically but also what's moving emotionally and spiritually within you. When you learn to pay attention, you'll realize that these signals are more than just reactions. They're opportunities for growth and transformation. And the most incredible thing is that the self-knowledge that comes from these small reflections has the power to transform your relationship with yourself. When you listen to your body, you begin to understand yourself on a deeper level. You recognize the moments when you need to slow down, the moments when it's time to act, and even the times when you simply need to trust the flow of life. The itch, then, stops being just a passing annoyance and becomes a tool for living in a way that is more connected to your essence. So the next time you feel that unexpected itch, don't ignore it. Stop, breathe, and reflect. What is my body trying to teach me right now? This simple gesture can open doors to profound discoveries and guide you towards a more conscious life that is aligned with who you really are. Ultimately, your body will always be your most faithful guide. You just have to learn to listen. The itches we feel can be much more than simple physical reactions. They are signals from our body, invitations to pay attention to ourselves, to the emotions we ignore, and to the messages that life tries to send us. By understanding these sensations as part of a deep dialogue between body, mind, and soul, you discover a new path to connect with who you really are. If this content brought you new insights, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here we explore topics that help you see beyond the obvious, bringing meaning and inspiration to your daily life. Share this video with someone who also needs to hear this message and join our community. See you in the next video.